it worth taking the Pristine Sistine tour of the Vatican Museums? It's 7 a.m. I am here at the meeting point just at the bottom of the stairs that lead us to the entrance of the Vatican Museums. This tour is with Walks of Italy, who trademarked the name Pristine Sistine. We are set to go inside the museums the minute they open at 8 a.m. It's a small group tour, maximum 15 people, and we get to take the shortcut to St. Peter's Basilica from the Sistine Chapel. I get this question a lot, whether this tour is worth it. Years ago, when this tour was first created, it was meant to be a pre-opening tour. So the groups went into the Vatican Museums before they opened to the general public at 8:30 a.m. They were not the only tour group doing this, so it was not an exclusive tour, but it did have a little bit of an advantage over those tours or those people going in right at the opening time of 8:30 a.m. But in 2024, the Vatican Museums changed their opening hours. As of right now, in January 2025, the Vatican Museums are open daily, Monday through Saturday, from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. And they no longer allow these pre-opening tours like they used to. Yes, the Keymaster tour is still going, and there are some other exclusive and expensive early morning tours, but the Pristine Sistine tour can no longer go inside the Vatican Museums before the opening time of 8 a.m. And I think this is where the question comes in, is it worth it? So on today's video, I'm going to take you with me on the Pristine Sistine tour of the Vatican Museums with Walks of Italy. I'm going to show you what it's like, what the crowds are like, and what it's like to take the shortcut from the Sistine Chapel to St. Peter's Basilica. Full disclosure, Walks of Italy is an affiliate of mine, and I sell tours, and when I sell tours and you book through me, I earn a small commission at no additional cost to you. So if you do book a tour with them through my channel or through my links, you help to support this channel. Also, Walks of Italy has invited me today, but nobody tells me what to say. I'm making this video because I want to make it for you. I pride myself in giving you my honest opinion about everything that I talk about in Rome, whether it's restaurants, to tours, to sites. And on today's video, I will be giving you my honest opinion about whether or not this tour is worth it. So stay tuned. It's a little bit of a rainy morning, but that's okay. We'll be inside soon. Anyway, we are right here at the entrance of the Vatican Museums. It is 20 to 8, and we cannot go in before they open at 8 a.m. But we are at the front of the line, and we will be going in right when they open. And the guide is using this time to give an explanation of the Sistine Chapel because they cannot give explanations of the Sistine Chapel from inside the chapel itself. Okay, so we have gotten past the ticket check and we're standing here right at the entrance, so we are going to be inside right as the museums open. It's not the same as going in before the opening hours as it used to be, but we are still very privileged to be able to go inside right as it opens. So we're going to be taking the shortcut from the Sistine Chapel to St. Peter's Basilica, which means that we will not leave from this exit. This is the regular exit of the Vatican Museums when you cannot take the shortcut. So she brought us here to see the staircase because everybody wants to see this staircase and get some pictures of it. This staircase was modeled after the famous Bramante staircase, which Bramante made in the 1500s. Like that staircase, this modern staircase is a double helix. Originally, it was intended to have two ramps, one for people going up and one for people going down. But now only one of those ramps is used. It's for people going down. So when you look at the staircase and there are people on it, you'll see that one of the ramps is completely empty because that would have been the original entrance to the museums, which they can't use anymore because there are too many visitors.
Yes, both rods, also same material. These are the artists of the 1400s. So remember, ladies, the time is the puppies.
Well, the museums are a little bit empty right now. First of all, it's January. Second of all, it is raining. So I'm here in the octagonal courtyard and nobody's in the courtyard because it is raining. They're mostly going around the sides where all of the sculptures are, but here in the middle it would normally be busier. But again, it's January and it's raining, so it is a little quiet. It's true, Walks of Italy is not the only company offering this early hours tour, but it is still quieter than it will be later in the day. As you can see, it's really not very crowded. I have been in these museums when it is wall to wall, and this is nothing. As you can see here in the Candelabra Gallery, it's really pretty empty. Again, it is January, but this early morning tour is such a great idea because you really have a sense that you can breathe, that you can enjoy the artworks, that you can enjoy the tour and hear your guide. So what do you guys think so far? I love this tour. I think it is wonderful. The guide is great. It's really quiet in here. We're getting to see all of the things that you expect to see on a Vatican Museums tour. When you take as many tours of the Vatican Museums as I have, you almost always learn something new from the guides because every guide has their thing that they like to talk about. On pretty much every tour I've ever taken of the Vatican Museums, the guides love to share the tapestry that shows Jesus resurrected. And they love to surprise visitors with how the eyes and the arm and even the slab over the tomb move as you walk across the tapestry. Today, the guide shared something that was new to me, which was that the tapestry next to the Jesus tapestry, where they're sitting at a table, also has an optical illusion. As you walk past this tapestry, you'll see the angle of the table move with you. I think the maps room is pretty much one of everyone's favorite rooms, and here, as you can see, very uncrowded. Next stop, the Raphael Rooms.
The so-called Raphael Rooms.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's been years that I have not seen this room without any scaffolding. It has all come down. Take a look. If you take a moment between tour groups, you can have these rooms to yourself. All right, we're going to the Sistine Chapel. I'll see you on the other side because we're not allowed to take photos inside the Sistine Chapel. Okay, the tour is over. I told you I would give you my unbiased opinion about this tour, and here it is. The tour was excellent. So we had a wonderful guide. She was really enthusiastic, very animated, and that makes a huge difference. It was definitely a small group tour, maximum 15 participants. We were 10. The shortcut to St. Peter's Basilica worked like a dream. Right now it is low season. It's January, it's raining. Maybe there's not a huge line to get into St. Peter's, but being able to take that shortcut was fantastic. Also, this tour includes not just access to St. Peter's Basilica, but an actual tour of the Basilica. So 2 hours in the museums, an hour inside of the Basilica. It's a very complete tour. And the great thing is that she leaves you here in the Basilica. So if you want, you can go back inside, you can continue your visit on your own inside the Basilica. What you can't do is go back into the Vatican Museums from here. So that could be considered the only disadvantage, is that some people have said that they would like to be able to go back through the museums after a tour is finished and visit it again on their own at their own pace. When you take a tour that ends in St. Peter's Basilica, you have left the Vatican Museums and you can't go back inside. But honestly, after 2 hours in the museums, I mean, you really see most of it. And in my opinion, if you really want to spend more time in the Vatican Museums, then I would suggest purchasing a separate ticket, coming here on your own, doing as I showed you in a different video where you come right as they open at 8 o'clock, race to the Sistine Chapel, then walk back to the beginning, and then slowly go through the museums. You kind of need a different day for that. So if your main goal is to spend as much time as possible inside of the Vatican Museums, then this is not the tour for you. And if your goal is to open the Sistine Chapel, this is also not the tour for you. You would need to take the Keymaster tour, which is a different tour. But I think the Pristine Sistine that starts early, goes right in at opening time, with a wonderful guide and a small group is a great way to see the museums, really appreciate them and enjoy them, and include this visit to St. Peter's Basilica without the stress of standing in line. So if I was visiting Rome for the first time, this is the tour I would take. If you want to know more about how to visit the Vatican, both the museums and the Basilica, don't miss my video all about visiting the Vatican right here.